So good afternoon, everyone. So welcome to uh, the lecture 32 of the course on data structure and algorithm. In the last class, we discussed about binary search tree and its program implementation. We have not completed that, so I told some students. I think Subhadipto, Shivapon, who are the Subhadipto, Siddhartho, Shivapon. I told these people and Utsav, I think. So I told them to actually present their program implementation of the operations on binary search tree, insertion and deletion. Okay, so we will do that in some later class. So today we shall start with a new topic, which is AVL tree. Further generalization of BST, which is AVL tree. So I have shared my screen. Hope all of you can see my screen. If you have not studied binary search tree, not a problem. We'll start afresh. Okay, so AVL tree was invented by invented by two Russian mathematicians, Adelson Valsky and and Landis. Okay, in the year 1962, and after their name A, V, and Landis L, this tree is named as AVL tree. Okay, what is it? So in this is a special kind of binary search tree where it stores an additional information which is known as balance factor. So let's try to understand what we mean by AVL tree. Okay, so BST, that is binary search tree. Let me give a brief idea about what is a binary search tree. So binary search tree, those who have not uh, attended the previous classes, no problem, they can still understand AVL tree. A binary search tree is a binary tree. And what do we mean by binary tree? A tree where any node can have maximum two children. That is known as binary tree. And binary search tree is a special type of binary tree where okay, where a node belongs to left subtree if its data value is less than that of its root node. Otherwise, the node will belong to right subtree. So that is the thing. Okay. Pictorially, we want to give an example of a binary search tree. That is, suppose this is a node. right? So if I want to assign here a value, let's say 40, okay, so I cannot give any value here which is more than or equal to 40. I have to give a value which must be less than 40, because this node is in the left subtree. This is the left subtree, this is the right subtree, and this is the root node of the overall binary search tree. So let's say I'm giving a value here that is 30, and I can assign here a value, let's say 50, and then here I can assign a value, let's say 20, and here I can assign a value, let's say 35. Okay, so this value, so this node is in the left subtree portion of with respect to 30, so its value should be less than 30. So 20 is an allowable value. But this value, this node is in the right subtree with respect to 30, so its value must be greater than or equal to 30. So we can take an example of 35 node here. Similarly, this node belongs to right subtree with respect to 40, so its value 50 should be greater than or equal to 40. Similarly, this node is in the right subtree part with respect to 50, so its value should be greater than or equal to 50. So I can take some value, let's say 55. Okay, so this is an example of a binary search tree. And this tree, binary search tree, was introduced to make the searching algorithm more efficient. Okay, so if you search for a node in this kind of a data structure, that searching operation will be efficient. Okay, that's why this binary tree is known as binary search tree, because the searching is efficient here. Now, further limitation comes into this binary search tree, because searching, the binary searching was introduced to make searching efficient. What if searching is not so much efficient, and it is possible to improvise its efficiency? Okay, so searching in BST is uh, is I mean, what we can say is efficient if both the left and right subtrees are of same depths. ঠিক আছে? So in this case, depth of left subtree is 2, depth of right subtree is 2. Not depth, okay. For your understanding, I am writing here height. Okay, heights. So here it is, height of left subtree is 2, 1, 2, here 1, 2. Okay, so height. But what if, and so, but you know, as large number of nodes are being inserted randomly in binary search tree, the tree the heights of left and right subtree may not be always same, and this is most likely, right? So randomly you are inserting nodes into the binary search tree to, okay, so as BST becomes large and large, we can't expect that the left subtree and right subtree will have similar heights, same heights. So they will differ by an order of 10 or 100. The difference between the heights of left and subtree may be in the order of 10 or 100. So in that case, searching will not be that much efficient, what we should expect. So to improvise this limitation, okay, to improvise this limitation, what has been done, that is, one rule is imposed, that is, the difference between left and right subtree must be at most 1, maximum 1. ठीक है जी? तो the difference may be 0, the difference may be 1. ठीक है जी? So so to improve, so one rule is imposed that the difference between left and right subtrees, difference between, sorry, heights of left and right subtrees must be at most 1. Okay, so this BST is known as avian tree or balanced binary tree. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, so I'm giving an example. Uh, okay, so let's say this is let's say 8, and this is 6. So this is 7, and this is let's say 10. This is 9, and this is 15 or 12. Okay, some kind of this. Okay, this is 10. You know. So this is a possible AVL tree because the heights in this case, if I consider height up to this level, the tree height is 1. Up to this level, the height of the tree is 2. ঠিক আছে? So now you consider height of the left subtree. So 1, 2. So the height of the left subtree is here 2. Also, the height of the right subtree is also 2. So the heights are same. So this can be a possible AVL tree. This is an AVL tree. Okay, and but not only that. So what we are expecting here, the difference between heights of left and subtree, right subtree must be at most 1. So here the height of the left subtree is 2, height of the right subtree is 2, and the difference is 0. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is allowed. So the difference between heights of left and right subtree can be 0 or 1 difference. Or if you do the subtraction, okay, then okay, that is 0 or 1. So this is expecting 0 or 1, and here it is 0. So it's a possible AVL tree. Okay. Similarly, let's say this one. Suppose this is a BST. So the height of the left subtree is 2, height of the right subtree is 1. So their difference is 2 minus 1 equal to 1. So this is also a possible AVL tree, this construction. ठीक है? But if I add another more node over here, so if this is the construction of the tree, binary search tree, this can be a binary search tree, because binary search tree means it deals only about the values. Whatever values are present in the left subtree, those should be always less than the value of the root node. Okay, this value should be less than this value should be less than this value should be less than this value should be right or greater than or equal to value present over here. So this is a minus search tree, but this is not an AVL tree, because the height of the left subtree is 3, the height of the right subtree is 1, so the difference is 3 minus 1 equal to 2. So the difference between heights of left and right subtree cannot be more than 1. It should be at most 1. ठीक है, at most 1. So cannot be more than 1. So here it is 2. So this is not an AVL tree. ठीक है? So I hope now AVL tree is clear. Now let's come to the different terminologies. So in AVL tree, am I audible properly?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
In AVL tree, each node contains 4 parts. If we consider this, okay, obviously, if you think that this AVL tree can be constructed using a linked list, so each of these nodes uh, are supposed to contain some parts. Like this will have, in this case, 4 parts. Each node contains 4 parts. So those are like number one. Number one is the data part. Number two, the pointer towards left child, towards its left child. Number three, pointer towards its right child. So up to this same, this is same as applicable to binary search tree. But there is another additional part, fourth part, which is known as balance factor. Okay. So balance factor. ठीक है sir? So balance factor. Okay, let me take. So these are fine. Now, what is balance factor? Balance factor is defined as let's say uh, right. So this is right where HL and HR are heights of left and right subtree. Okay. ठीक है? So this is the definition of balance factor. Now we have taken some example. Let's say this example. So we want to take this example and calculate the balance factors. Yes. So this is very important. So here, for each node, you have to compute balance factor for, right? So, so with respect to node 8, so the node 8 is seeing that with respect to 8, its left subtree is this portion, and its height is 2. And with respect to 8, the right subtree is this, of which height is 1 and 2. The maximum level will define the height. Okay, so this is level 0, this is level 1, this is level 2. Okay, so here the maximum level is 2. So the height of the right subtree with respect to 8 is 2. And so this is the height of the left subtree minus height of the right subtree. So 2 minus 2, that is 0. So we assign 0 over here. So this 0 is the balance factor of 8. Are you getting my point? So make yourself very clear. This is the balance factor of 8. Similarly, we are now considering 6. So its left child is absent, means its left subtree does not exist. It's null. So its height is 0. So the height of the left subtree with respect to 6 is 0. And the height of the right subtree with respect to 6 is 1. Okay. So the balance factor is height of left subtree 0 minus height of right subtree, that is 1. 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. So minus 1 will be the balance factor of 6. Okay, any doubt? Similarly, you can find the balance factor of 7 will be 0 because its left subtree and right subtree has same height equal to 0. So its balance factor is 0. Similarly, this node 10 will have balance factor equal to 0 because its left subtree is of height 1, its right subtree is of height 1, 1 minus 1, 0. And in a similar way, the balance factor of 9 is equal to 0, balance factor of 12 is equal to 0. You can expect here a corollary that that all leaves in AVL tree have balance factor equal to 0. Okay, because they do not have any children. All leaves in AVL tree have balance factor equal to 0. Okay. Next, so this is the meaning of balance factor. Now coming to next terminologies. So the balance factor can have the value. Okay, let me write over here. Now this is number 1. Okay, so balance factor can take values. Either it can be equal to -1 or 0, or it can take a value 1. So this is a -1 case, and 0 you can see. Now suppose this is having another node. Okay, it's not possible here. Right. So now in this case, you can see the balance factor should be revised. I have inserted a new node, and accordingly the balance factors will be altered. So with respect to this node, its left subtree is this one, and is having height 2. Whereas in the right subtree, the height is 1. So 2 minus 1, that is 1. So this balance factor of this 11 has become equal to 1 after inserting 9 in this position. Okay. So it's a leaf, so its balance factor will be 0. Okay. And this node is having only left child but no right child. So its balance factor will be equal to 1. So we have now see, so this is an example which is showing that balance factor can take values only from this set, -1, or it can be equal to 0, or it can be equal to 1. Okay. So from this point of view, we can now move on to next few terminologies, like if balance factor is equal to -1, that means what? When balance factor will become equal to -1, when the height of the right subtree is 1 more than the height of the left subtree, right? So in that case, we will call that the right, then the tree is said to be right heavy. Okay. Similarly, if balance factor is equal to 0, then the tree is said to be fully balanced. Fully balanced. Okay? If the balance factor is equal to 1 plus 1, then the tree is said to be left heavy. Okay. Okay. Now let's come to next portion. The operations which you can perform over here on the AVL tree. Operations, insertion, number 2 deletion, and number 3 is traversal. Okay. Operations on AVL tree. So let's talk about first insertion on AVL tree. Insertion in AVL tree. Okay. Now we can have preliminarily some intuitions to what can be the different scenarios while inserting a new node in an AVL tree. Okay. So let's take some example. So I'm not writing the values because, in this case we do not have to bother about the values of the nodes because it's a binary search tree. Okay, so just take care of try to understand about the position of insertion. What can be the different scenarios of to insert a new node in different positions. Okay, suppose this is a node. Suppose this is a AVL tree, right? Okay. Okay. Suppose this is a binary search tree, and balance factors we can readily write. We can compute very easily. So it will be 0. Left and right subtree are of equal heights. this is 1, this is 0. Leaf nodes are always have balance factor equal to 0, and this is -1. Okay, so now you can so what are the available positions where you can insert a new node? Like here you can insert, okay, let me give some red color. So here is one position, here also one position, here also one position, here also one position, here also one position. Okay, now if I ask you, is there any position out of these 6 positions where the balance of the overall AVL tree will be affected, will be changed? Okay, so if I want to color them, you identify the positions where if I want to insert a new node, the balance of the overall tree will be changed, will be disturbed. And identify all those positions where if you insert a new node, the balance of the overall AVL tree will not be affected in this case. So can you tell me? So one by one. So if I simply if I insert a new node over here, will the balance will be disturbed? Balance factors will be changed. Whenever you want to insert a new node in an AVL tree, balance factors may change. That's fine. But if the balance factors after changing, after alteration, becomes other than -1, 0 or +1, then we can say that the balance is disturbed. So here I want to mention as a 4th point here. So if balance factor is other than -1, 0 or +1, then the tree is said to be disturbed. Okay, then the balance of the tree is said to be disturbed. Okay, so now can you identify some positions, okay, which are marked as red? Those are the available positions where the tree balance can be disturbed or tree balance will not be disturbed. So if we start from this position, will the balance of the tree will be disturbed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How?
No, sir.
স্যার 2 - 0, so 2 হয়ে যাবে, 1 যেটা আছে ওটা 2 হয়ে যাবে।
কোথায় 2 - 0? এখানে?
স্যার ফার্স্ট যে সাব ট্রিটা যেটা, হ্যাঁ ওইখানটা।
এখানে, okay. So yes, that's correct. So its balance will be 2. Because with respect to this is the left subtree and it is having height equal to 2, but it does not have any right child. So 2 - 0, so the balance will become equal to 2 for this node, and hence the balance will be disturbed. So this is one case where you have to this is one case where balance is getting disturbed, and to rebalance the AVL tree you have to apply some mechanism or you have to do some adjustment. Okay, so we will talk it about later in the next class. So the mechanism which is known as rotation mechanisms, there are several rotation mechanisms possible, permutation combination. So if we apply some adjustment technique, rotation mechanism, then the unbalanced AVL tree can be rebalanced. So this is one example where balance can be disturbed. Similarly, if we consider this position, will the balance of the overall AVL tree will be disturbed?
Yes, sir.
How? Which node will have invalid balance factor?
The left child of the root node, sir.
Left child of the which one? This one or this one?
Sir,
Okay, let me give
upper,
them more. This is A, this is B, this is C, This is D. This is E. So which node? Balance of which
Sir,
node is getting disturbed?
sir, B, sir.
B. Why so? Why?
Sir, 2 minus 0, 2 হচ্ছে।
2 minus 0. Again, left subtree is having height equal to 2, so again it is a distance. Okay. Similarly, if I consider this position, will balance of the overall AVL tree will be disturbed?
No, no, sir.
No. Balance factors may change, but balance will not be disturbed. Okay. Because so you can just have a recheck of the balance factors. So this is 0, and this is, this becomes
0.
স্যার জিরো হবে।
this becomes 0. Balance of new balance of B is 0. Is unaffected. This is unaffected. So hence no disturbance. So this is one case where you do not have any disturbance. Okay. So okay, and what kind of node is this? This node is a leaf node, where if you want to insert a new node as left child of a leaf or right child of a leaf, then balance may get disturbed. Balance will be obviously disturbed. We can't say like that always. In this case, the balance is getting disturbed. Okay, let me write the cases. Case 2. Insertion as left or right child of a leaf. So balance may get disturbed. Okay. And this is a non-leaf. So this is a non-leaf. Insertion as left or left child. Here it is, sorry, here it is inserted as a right child. So now if we consider this case, this position, will the balance of the AVL tree will be changed, disturbed?
No, sir.
So this is a left child of a non-leaf node. So insertion as left or right child of a non-leaf node, balance may not be disturbed. We're not saying 100%. Okay, we will take other cases also. Okay, to come up to the position that it will be 100%. Now let's again, it's a leaf node. If I insert over here, will the balance affected? Totally disturbed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And here also disturbed. So basically we have found 2 cases where balance may get disturbed or balance will not be disturbed. So if balance may not be disturbed, then you don't have to do any readjustment. And here you have to do some adjustment techniques. You have to apply some adjustment techniques. Okay. Okay. Now, suppose already there is a node F. Now tell me, if I want to insert over here, will the balance of the overall AVL tree will be affected, disturbed?
No, sir.
Yes. So this line is not always true. Okay, may get this. That's why I'm writing may be disturbed, but not always. Okay. So now, okay. right? So this is a tree. Suppose this is the tree, and we have a scenario that one left subtree, either left subtree or right subtree, is longer than the other. Okay, so one of the subtree is longer and another one is shorter. ঠিক আছে? So if you insert any node as left or right child of a non-leaf node, in this case, that means what are the available positions? Non-leaf node. So here it's a possible position of insertion, which is non-leaf node here also. So these two are the positions where you can insert a node as left or right child of a non-leaf node. But in this case, you can say that balance will not be disturbed of the overall AVL tree. And why this intuition is more true? It's true because the tree is the overall tree. The overall tree is not growing. It is getting dense, but getting dense. So this is the fact. So the overall tree is not growing. That means length long, but getting dense. So that's why if you add a node as a left or right child of a non-leaf node, balance will not be disturbed. So you have to consider the leaf node cases. If you add a new node as left or right child of a leaf node, then balance may be disturbed. And under this case too, you may have several subcases where balance will not be disturbed and where balance will be disturbed. Okay. So one of the case we have seen, so if heights of both subtrees are same, then balance will be disturbed. We have seen in the previous case, right? And balance will be disturbed. এখানে কি ছিল? Okay. That also always not true. Let me take another example. Suppose this. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is we have so many. It's a complete binary tree. Okay. So complete binary tree. So if you want to, and the heights are same. Left subtree, right subtree are same. But if you want to add a new node in as left or right child of any one of the leaf node, balance will not be disturbed. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here the balance is not getting disturbed. So if the heights of the left and right subtrees are same, then balance may not be disturbed, balance may be disturbed. Okay. If heights of subtrees are same, balance may or may not be disturbed. And we have visualized both the situations. Okay. Why? Because this is the difference Where is the difference? Yeah. Now tell me. So if I want to add, if I add a node, yes. So here it's balanced, and the heights of the subtrees are same. But if you want to insert a new node here, then balance will be disturbed. Balance factor of B will be 2. But if this was there, then balance of inserting this node will not affect the overall balance. That is the difference. So why balance may be disturbed and why balance may not be disturbed. So this is the case. Did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have shown you both the cases. Okay, this is very, very important for visualization purpose. Okay, now what I am interested to move on to the next subcase. Heights are not same. One subtree is shorter. So in this case, let's say we consider this case. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I want to insert this node, it will not create any problem, disturb the balance. Though I am adding the new node to a leaf, okay, because this subtree, when I am considering this leaf is belonging to this right subtree with respect to B, and this is the left subtree with respect to B. So left subtree is longer, right subtree is shorter. So if you add a node to a shorter subtree, it will not create any problem, disturb the balance. That's obvious. So we can write that part here. So if new node is, these are intuitions. When we can understand this, we have that much intelligence. So if new node is inserted to a shorter subtree, okay, this is 100% case that balance will be unaffected. Balance will be, but if new node is inserted to a longer subtree, then what? Let's see. So I can add this subtree to a longer. This is not a longer subtree. This is not a longer subtree. This is a longer subtree. See, if I add this, it will create the disturbance. With respect to C, you can say, with respect to B, you can say 1, 2, 3 minus 1, that is 2. Also with respect to A, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 2, that is 2. Okay, so it can create a problem. Okay. So then balance will get disturbed. Even if there, even if this node is present over here, but still if you add new node here, it will create disturbance. This is H. Okay, again it will create a problem. C is okay, the balance of C is okay, balance factor, but B is not okay, and hence A is not okay. Okay, Fine. ঠিক আছে?
Yes, sir.
Even if, so now see, if you consider B, so its balance factor is 2. So if it is provided a left child, let's say I, then what happened? The balance factor of B is 1. 1, 2, 3 minus 2. 3 minus 1, 3 minus 2, that is 1. So B is now okay, but A is not okay. Its balance factor is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 2. Okay. So we are compensating, right? This is compensation. This process is called compensation. This process, adding nodes to non-leaf nodes to compensate the disbalance, is called compensation. This is a new concept which you cannot see in the reference books in your level. You can find this compensation in some advanced data structure book. Okay. Compensation. So now, what is the moral of the story here? That as long as there is a vacancy in the leaf, in the leaf means this is a leaf where you want to insert a new node. Apart from this node, leaf node, is there any vacancy present in any other leaf position with the same level? So this is of level 3. This is level 0, 1, 2, 3. So is there any other vacant position in the leaf node with same level 3? If there is any vacancy, like here, these are the vacancies, then balance will be disturbed. If there is no vacancy, okay, that means up to this the tree is actually complete. The right and left subtrees will be of same heights. That is the meaning. If there is no vacancy, then adding to a leaf node will not create any problem. Okay, which falls under this subcase.
আচ্ছা স্যার, কম্পেনসেশন মানে চেঞ্জেস ইন ব্যালেন্স ফ্যাক্টরটাকে নালিফাই করা?
কি বলছো? না, আমি একটা নোড নন লিফে অ্যাড করলাম, তাতে কি হলো, এই নোডটার ব্যালেন্স ফ্যাক্টরটা মানে ব্যালেন্সটাকে রিব্যালেন্স করা হলো। এই নোডটা ইনসার্ট না করার জন্য, আই নোডকে ইনসার্ট না করার আগে কি হচ্ছিল, বি ব্যালেন্সটা ওকে ছিল না, সেটা ডিসব্যালেন্স ছিল। তো সেটাকে আমি ব্যালেন্স করার জন্য, রিব্যালেন্স করার জন্য আমি একটা নোড ইনসার্ট করে দিলাম এই জায়গাতে, দিয়ে ডিসব্যালেন্সটাকে কম্পেনসেট করে দিলাম। এটাকে বলা হয়
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ওকে।
মানে দুভাবে অ্যাকচুয়ালি তোমাদের বইতে মানে একটাই পদ্ধতি রয়েছে, মেথড, যে ব্যালেন্সটাকে ডিসব্যালেন্সটাকে কি করে রিব্যালেন্সিং করা যায়, সেটা হচ্ছে রোটেশন মেকানিজম। ঠিক আছে, রোটেশন মেকানিজমটা পরের দিন বলবো। আজকে মানে আরেকটা উপায় যেটা করা যেতে পারে সেটা হচ্ছে কম্পেনসেশন করে দেওয়া, এই আর কি। কম্পেনসেশনে তোমাকে একটা নতুন নোড ইনসার্ট করতে হচ্ছে, রোটেশনে ইউ ডোন্ট হ্যাভ টু অ্যাড আ নিউ নোড, ইউ জাস্ট অ্যাকচুয়ালি চেঞ্জিং দ্য ওরিয়েন্টেশন অফ দ্য ওভারঅল স্ট্রাকচার of the local structure, not overall, local structure. ঠিক আছে? Okay, so we have this video record is very very important, where we have demonstrated various possible cases where balance of a evil tree may get disturbed and may not be disturbed. So this is very important for your own visualization. Okay, so with this I want to conclude today's lecture. Next meet in the next class tomorrow morning. We will discuss about rotation mechanisms. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me.